Hello and welcome to a Model Railroad Academy video. In this video we will talk about layout edges and how they can be added early in the process of the layout construction and add to the overall experience of the layout while you're building and also when you completed the layout. We'll also talk a bit about what the arrangement we have in the ceiling to enhance the illumination and also the appearance of your model railroad. So let's get to it.
So this is one way you can do it. This is a simple fiberboard which has been painted green, both for the edging and the valance. This was added early in the construction of this Siskiyou line layout, together with the integration of the turnout control. I've made a similar arrangement, but using plywood instead, which I have coated with varnish. Now, something I found missing early in the process were somewhere to put the drink. So you don't have it on the layout, because that will make a mess when you tip it over. Edging also allows you to stow away, like the command station here and the media keyboard to control turnouts and all the other accessories. This is also something you can do with your edging to integrate a vitrine section with mirrors in the back, which kind of duplicates all of the trains you have in there, which is a nice thing. And here is the material you need to create this edging. As said, I used plywood. This is 4mm thick, which is a bit more than 1/8 inch. It's the more elegant material, but also a bit more pricey and hard to work with compared to these boards. They're really cheap and easy to make curved around the edges and things like that. These ones are typically just painted and assembled with the textured side inwards. I personally think that curved edges looks better than joints with sharp edges. So in order to do that along the curves where you have wide section of this board is to soak it in hot water, and then you can bend even very wide sections. Screw them in place on standoffs sitting on your framework. Now the other part of this is the valance, which should be fixed to the ceiling like this. The main purposes with the valance is to hide the illumination necessary for the layout and also to hide the upper edge of the backdrop. For me, doing a lot of video recordings, it had a third purpose, and that is to lower the echo in the room. So the upper part of my valance is sound absorbing material. All around the layout inside the valance, I have an arrangement with LED tubes like this. There are two of them. One is mainly illuminating the backdrop, while the one pointing downwards is illuminating the landscape. The reason for this arrangement is because if you look into the real life, then the sky is way much brighter than the forest line and the ground in front of you. And the brightest part of the sky is the horizon. And by moving the illumination down here, you get almost that effect. Another very good reason for placing the LED tubes on the valance is that you lose a lot of light by having them in the ceiling. Actually, in my calculation, I would have double the effect if I had them in the ceiling compared to the valance.
So, layout edges, it doesn't have to take more than, well, a few hours to get them in place once you have all the framework completed. So it's not a big deal really. And the arrangement in your ceiling, well, that is an advantage if it can be made ahead of the layout construction. Otherwise you have to cover the entire layout to drill all the holes and do all that, of course, but it's also a great advantage, and it will also save you a lot of lumens and wattage. You can lower the light closer to your layout and don't have to waste all that much energy, and anyway get a much better light on your layout too. So I hope you have a good use of the information provided in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.